Right now, live at 5, after hours of protesting a local pipeline project, we're learning at least one person has been arrested. We'll take you to the scene. And in politics, negotiations between President Biden and Republican leadership continue over a COVID relief compromise. Plus,
after seeing a need, a Duluth Catholic school is adding more grades to its program.
And later, a race to the finish. The latest from the John Bear Grease Sled Dog Marathon as mushers near the end.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
Welcome to the CBS3 News Live at 5. This is a live look from Carlton, where last night a pipeline protest drew a large law enforcement presence. The Enbridge line-through pipeline has received its necessary permits, but continues to be a point of contention for some. Good evening, and thanks for joining us. I'm Kristen Bakke. We're learning more information tonight regarding that protest that happened last night at the Line 3 construction area, where someone was believed to be sitting on the pipeline. Emergency crews responded last night to the construction zone 3 miles west of Black Bear Casino near University Road and Highway 210. CBS 3's John Cardinelli was at the scene last night. And John, not a whole lot of information last night, but what were you able to confirm today?
Kristen, today we're learning a whole lot more as to what happened here last night. Today I was able to confirm with authorities that a 31-year-old man was in fact sitting on top of a piece of pipe that was suspended in air over a 10-foot ditch. You can see here today things are pretty calm. Work is back to normal, but take a look at this. This was the scene last night, very active, with about a dozen emergency vehicles on site. Authorities responded to the construction zone around 3 p.m. Monday after getting news of a protester who reportedly forced his way into the construction zone and climbed onto a suspended pipe. Authorities say he refused to get off when asked and sat on the pipe for about 7 hours until response teams got him off safely. He was arrested for trespassing on critical public services facilities, refusing to leave on demand, and obstructing the legal process. This is the second time a protester has disrupted the Line 3 construction zone in the last week and a half.
You know, we have been planning. There's been law enforcement across the state that we have been planning. We have a task force that has actively planned for any response to incidents across the pipeline.
Those who are a part of Camp McGeezy, the group in opposition of Line 3, say the demonstration here last night was trying to, quote, prevent damage to the pipe. In a statement, an Enbridge spokesperson said, "We recognize the rights of individuals and groups to express their views legally and peacefully. We hoped all parties would come to accept the outcome of the thorough, science-based review and multiple approvals of the Line 3 project over the past 6 years." And in an email Tuesday morning, Resist Line 3 mentioned to us that 2 other people were arrested here yesterday. When I spoke with the county sheriff today, I asked her if 2 other people were arrested. She did confirm that that was the case. She said 2 people were blocking EMS crews from getting to the scene last night.
John Cardinelli following the story overnight for us tonight in Carlton today. Thanks, John. President Biden is trying to gain support for his $1.9 trillion coronavirus relief package, but congressional Democrats are taking steps to pass the bill on their own if the bipartisan effort falls short. Natalie Brand has more details from the White House.
Democratic leaders have now introduced budget resolutions in the House and Senate, paving the way for them to potentially pass President Biden's coronavirus relief package without support from Senate Republicans.
We are not going to dilute, dither, or delay. The needs of the American people are so demanding. We need to think big, and we need to act quickly.
President Biden spoke with Senate Democrats this afternoon, and he met with a group of Republican senators Monday evening. Their counterproposal is a third of the size of the administration's $1.9 trillion plan.
I wouldn't say that we came together on a package tonight. No one expected that in a 2-hour meeting. But what we did agree to do is to follow up and talk further.
Both sides acknowledge there are areas of common ground, but the White House press secretary says the president will not settle for a package that fails to meet the moment.
At this point in our country, when 1 in 7 American families don't have enough food to eat, we need to make sure people get the relief they need and are not left behind.
Both the administration and Republican proposals include $160 billion for COVID vaccinations and testing. But on unemployment insurance, the White House wants $400 a week through September, while Republicans want $300 a week through June. The White House wants $1,400 stimulus checks for most Americans, with Republicans proposing $1,000 for people in lower income brackets.
It's more rhetoric to say that, oh my gosh, the house is on fire, when in reality, if you look at what the data is from the Fed, the families are doing pretty well based upon what we've already done.
Senator Bill Cassidy points out that all 5 previous relief packages have passed with bipartisan support, adding up to nearly $3.5 trillion in aid.
Another major sticking point is how much money, if any, Congress should appropriate for state and local governments. The president's proposal includes $350 billion, while the GOP plan has $0. Well, Minnesota is ramping up vaccinations. The number administered per day has doubled since last week. The increase follows directives Governor Tim Walz issued to speed up the process. The state made more than 35,000 doses available this week to people 65 and older. It also launched a statewide vaccine finder, helping people find shots near where they live. Walz says the state still needs far more doses than the federal government, but they're working to administer the ones they do get quickly. St. Luke's had to suspend its new COVID-19 vaccine hotline today after an overwhelming amount of calls. The hospital's hotline launched this morning. It was available to any St. Luke's patient 65 or older. Previously, patients had to wait for a call from the hospital to make a vaccine appointment. No word on exactly how many people called, but the hospital shut down that phone line around 12:30. We'll update you when the hospital accepts calls again. When they do, you can hang on to this phone number, 218-249-4200. It's also on your screen and on our website. That hotline is generally open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. St. Luke's patients older than 65 can also schedule an appointment online using the MyCare patient portal. It's the final day of the 37th John Bear Grease Sled Dog Marathon, and teams are closing in on the finish line. Racers started to take off from their final checkpoint at 2:30 this afternoon. They are doing a 31-mile lap before finishing at Mineral Center. The first team is expected to cross sometime around 6 o'clock tonight. Here's a live look at the current standings. You can see Ryan Reddington is leading the race with less than 15 miles to go, but it's been a very close race between him and Aaron Letzring, who's not far behind. Letzring currently lives in Alaska, but grew up training sled dogs in Duluth. This is her first Bear Grease. She's been holding on to that first place spot for the last few legs and was first to leave the final checkpoint today. But as we just saw, it looks like Reddington passed her on that trail. If the 38-year-old can regain her lead, she would be the first female champion since 1998. Before she took off this afternoon, Letzring said there is a lot of race left to go.
That's kind of cool. That would be pretty neat, and yeah, it would be fun if that happens. And we'll shoot for it. We'll see what we can do. But you know, it is a race. Anything could happen. There's still 31 miles of beautiful northern Minnesota trail to complete out here.
And racers are expected to finish just north of Grand Portage anytime now. We are hoping to hear from the winner tonight at 10. Well, it's an historic day in the state of Minnesota, one we here in the Northland hold near and dear to our hearts. Today marks the 25 years since Minnesota recorded its coldest temperature ever. Weather observer Kathy Hoppe recorded the low of 60 below zero just south of Tower. That was on February 2nd of 1996. Coming up tonight at 10, we catch up with Hoppe and our meteorologist Dave Anderson, who was in Tower that day to report on state history. Speaking of, Dave joins us now for a first look at the weather. Only in Minnesota would we be so proud of that record-breaking temperature.
That first shot of that story we just showed was me in Tower about 12 hours before the record was set.
All right.
And it was only 47 below there. 60 below. Oofda. You have to say that once in a while. Hey, we've got a cold snap coming our way for the weekend. It won't be that cold, but it could be persistent. But in between, we still have warmer conditions to last tonight and through tomorrow. Then Thursday, there's a chance of snow coming our way from that trio of lows you see just off to our west. And the snow amounts that we get might not be that much in Minnesota, 1 to 3 inches for many Minnesotans through Thursday, maybe 2 to 4 for a portion of Wisconsin, but eastern Wisconsin and through the UP could be in the 4 to 6 plus range, and there just might be a winter storm watch for folks there. We'll talk more about that coming up a little bit later here in the newscast, but a quick look at tomorrow's forecast says still warm, 30 above. Come Friday, 0 if we're lucky, and colder than that through the weekend. All of that in more detail, of course, in just a few more minutes.
Thanks, Dave. Still to come on Live at 5, a Proctor student received a scholarship award for an essay she wrote, plus the Wisconsin business community is coming together to get students more involved in their futures. City by City is up next.
You're watching Live at 5 with Kristen Vaki, Anthony Matt, and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live Local CBS3.
CBS, home of Super Bowl 55.
Are you over 50? Would you like to get up to 33% more income in retirement? Then call now for this free book, Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers, from a leading financial firm on maximizing your income in retirement. That's right, free. This free book reveals little-known secrets about annuity strategies in simple-to-understand terms that will help you make the right choices before buying an annuity. And it's free. Call right now for your free book, and as a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report. We researched over 1,200 annuities and summarized the rates and benefits of annuities from financially strong insurers. Again, that's Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers and a free annuity rate report, both absolutely free, for calling Annuity General today. Supplies are limited. Call now.
Call 800-816-8219. That's 800-816-8219.
Life-saving money on things you like and want? It's time to shop Northwest Outlet. Save up to 50% off on all Northwest Outlet's massive inventory. And that includes all Columbia and all the North Face with all the latest styles, colors, and sizes up to 4X. We're not done yet. Up to 50% off. Hats, gloves, mitts, snowsuits, pants, jackets. It's all here in stock now. And up to 50% off. Northwest Outlet, the area's favorite clothing and sporting goods store. 1814 Belknap, Superior.
Mahomes and the defending champion Chiefs against Brady and the Bucs. Super Bowl 55, Sunday on CBS.
Hi, I'm Ron Gardenhire, longtime Twins manager. I have retired from baseball, but I won't retire from the fight against ALS till we find a cure. Because of COVID, this year we will be having a virtual Blackwoods Blizzard Tour banquet. So please join me on Saturday, February 6th at 6:30 p.m. for the virtual banquet program, live in Duluth, Minnesota. To join me, go to blackwoodsblizzardtour.com.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Grand Rapids on this Tuesday. Dave will be in with this week's forecast in just a few minutes, but first let's take a look around the region. A Proctor student receives a scholarship for an essay she wrote, plus business leaders in Northwest Wisconsin are hoping to get students more involved in finding a career path. All of that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. We'll start things off in Proctor, where a senior at the high school received the $1,500 Mike Collalillo Medal of Honor Scholarship. Courtney Werner accepted the scholarship from Dennis Hughes, chairman of the Veterans Memorial Hall Advisory Committee, and Michelle Schneeberger, Mike Collalillo's daughter. As part of her application, Courtney wrote a 4-page essay about her great-grandfather, Thomas Wilfred Werner, and his service in World War II. Mike Collalillo was the last known surviving World War II Medal of Honor recipient in the state of Minnesota and was born and raised in St. Louis County. Veterans Memorial Hall honors Mr. Collalillo by awarding scholarships to students within St. Louis County. We'll end in Ashland, where the Workforce Investment Board is calling businesses to help bring career exploration and workforce development to Wisconsin's high school students. They're hosting a listening session, and while 2 of the sessions have now wrapped up, there's another one scheduled for tomorrow at 10 a.m. focused on the healthcare industry. You can head to our website for more information. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, go ahead and send us an email, and it might be featured as we go around the Northland, city by city. Still to come on Live at 5, a move years in the making. We'll tell you about a Duluth school that is expanding its footprint.
This date in 1996, the day the groundhog didn't see its shadow, it froze before it could. 39 degrees below zero at Duluth International Airport, the record for our town, and 60 below just south of Tower, Sedan, state record for Minnesota. There's a cold snap coming our way for the weekend, but in between it'll be warmer than normal another day, and there's some chances for some snow peppered in too, which we'll talk about first coming up after our break.
It is the question that matters the most. Without it, our purpose, and our freedom fade. This is why.
We are excited to announce that our newest luxury apartment building, The View at Bluestone, is now leasing for 2021. Lease with us and you'll enjoy amazing amenities like a hot tub, pool, fitness center, pet spa, parking garage, and so much more.
I am most excited about the view that I get to look at Canal Park and see Duluth and the lift bridge. I get to look over Lake Superior.
New year, new home, new view. Schedule a tour at viewatbluestone.com.
Your students, your patients, your customers, your family. You've got a lot of people relying on you. And that's why you trust Mediacom. With 99.99% proven network reliability, Mediacom keeps your home and business running. We know when your internet works, your life works. So we work around the clock to ensure you get the most reliable connection possible.
Always ready, always there. Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Every day during your birthday month, you can receive up to $30 in club cash.
There is nothing that we want more than students learning together safely.
And we only get to do that if we can all get through this together with everybody safe and healthy.
We can do this.
We can do this.
Now, the CBS3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Well, let's start today by rewinding 25 years ago. Big Arctic outbreak was covering our Northland for at least a week, and we figured the coldest of the cold would hit on Groundhog Day. And George Kessler and I were eyeing up both stations, Tower and Embarrass, trying to figure out which place to send our station's resources. We chose Tower just because it was farther north. And it turned out we sent our crew to the right spot. The other channels went down to Embarrass, where Charlie Fowler's station got close, 58 below, but then the mercury separated in his thermometer. And Kathy Huppa at Tower 3S, 3 miles south of Tower, hit 60 below. Her place got the record. And a quarter century later, it holds. Again, tonight at 10, we'll talk more about that. And we'll talk to both Charlie from Embarrass and Kathy from Tower. They're still keeping an eye to the sky. Keeping an eye to the sky over towards the airport in Duluth. Well, we can see that our current temp is 22 degrees, relative humidity 75%, with a southeast wind 6 miles per hour, and 30.3 inches of mercury for the air pressure. And again, just like the past couple of days, it's a little higher at the surface because of high pressure cells to our south, but up aloft there's a trough of lower pressure working through, creating the cloud. So a splitting of the difference. It is dry like a high, but cloudy like a low. 3 lows are coming in to gang up on us, though, to make things more low pressure like over Thursday to bring us a snow chance. But here's a quick look at current temperatures. We have 24, 25 in the Upper Peninsula, 19 to even 27 here in northwestern Wisconsin, and current numbers in northern Minnesota are going roughly 19 in Big Fork to around 29 degrees by the lake in Grand Marais. Warmer than normal for everybody. It'll stay warmer than normal tomorrow. And probably Thursday, too. It's Friday when the Arctic chill comes back again. Probably won't be 60 below, but some towns up north could hit 30 below again. Talk more about that in just a bit. But the Doppler map right now shows clouds starting to work into our area to reinforce the ones already here, with the low-pressure systems, 3 of them that are coming our way. So forecast here, cloudy, probably sticking around through Thursday or so. Once we get into Thursday, this set of low-pressure systems bring us a 60% chance for snow, which could bring about 1 to 3 for Minnesotans, 2 to 4 in Wisconsin, and perhaps even 6+ for the Upper Peninsula. And then once that goes away by early Friday morning, Arctic high pressure settles in. It takes over, sends us downward for temperatures, and keeps us down. This cold snap may last from this Friday to next Friday. So let's eye up that 7-day forecast. Tonight in Minnesota, low temps not so bad. About 14 inland to 16 by the lake, mostly cloudy sky on top. That spills into Wisconsin and Michigan, where lows will run from 12 to 14 above. For tomorrow, lower 30s in Wisconsin and Michigan with a mostly cloudy sky as the lows set up to bring snow. Mostly cloudy in Minnesota with high temps 28 to 33. And then the payoff for snow fans comes on Thursday with a 60% chance for at least a couple of inches around the region. And then the cold hits. Comes on Friday. Gets down towards 20 below even in Duluth for Sunday and Monday mornings. Of course, 30 below is not out of the question towards International Falls. And like I mentioned, long-range forecasting data indicates it'll stay brisk through next Friday.
And grab my extra puffy puffer coat. Thanks, Dave. The school system in Duluth is expanding. Stella Maris Academy, a private Catholic school system, announced it's adding a high school. Right now, its 3 campuses only teach pre-K through 8th grade. CBS3's Leanne Valdez explains why Catholic school officials say the move has been years in the making.
Change is in the air for Stella Maris Academy.
So this has been a conversation that's been had for a long, long time.
The Catholic school announced it's adding high school grades to its program. After combining 3 Catholic campuses into 1 academy a couple years back, administrator of Cathedral of Our Lady of the Rosary, Father Anthony Wobleski, says it was time to ramp up their education levels.
We feel after 3.5 years of being together as one school that we're strong enough and we're ready to be able to begin adding those high school grades.
There are no talks of building extra space just yet. The academy will use its current buildings to accommodate all students.
But we do have the space in our current buildings that allows us to be able to start those grades.
Father Wobleski says the need for Stella Maris Academy is there. Their mission makes them different from other Duluth schools.
The Catholic faith is imbued in everything we do in these schools. Our values, what we teach the kids, how we can teach them, why we say it's important that you treat your neighbors this way.
Father Wobleski says ever since Cathedral High School in Duluth stopped operating as a Catholic high school and became Duluth Marshall, which currently operates as a private school, parents have been expressing their needs and wants to the academy.
We've had a lot of Catholic families that have longed for that opportunity to be able to have a Catholic education for their 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th graders.
Stella Maris will also be hiring a president to oversee the entire academy.
Stella Maris Academy says they plan to add the high school by the fall of 2022. Well, it's that time of the show where we get to talk about adoptable pets. And today's pet comes to us from Precious Paws in Chisholm. Everyone, meet Sapphire. Sapphire is a beautiful calico with wonderful coloring, white paws, and big green eyes. She's about 5 years old and is very playful, friendly, and enjoys attention. If you'd like to set up an appointment to adopt Sapphire, then you can call the number on your screen. Still to come, everybody makes their Super Bowl predictions, but this Dolphin has a track record many can't beat. Who he thinks will win the Super Bowl after the break.
The bargain shop.
When you want new furniture with styles that are nice, and we've made very special buys that are always the right price.
Now
in all home furniture stores.
Got a big stop at the bargain shop.
I'm Caitlin, and I'm into nursing. We have small class sizes, so we actually get to know each other, know our instructors. All of the faculty at Lake Superior College, they're here to help you succeed and choose the right path.
Attention Zantac users. The FDA requested manufacturers to pull Zantac and products containing ranitidine off the market, noting exposure to unacceptable levels of a cancer-causing agent. If you or a loved one was diagnosed with cancer after regular use of Zantac or ranitidine products, you might be entitled to financial compensation. If you have any of these cancers, time is critical. Call now for a free consultation. If you don't win, you pay nothing.
Call 800-617-7458.
Everything that happens on a day-to-day basis in terms of news, no matter what happens in news, weather is always constant, weather is always changing as well. So it's still an important role as the meteorologist to kind of still stay grounded and to kind of just know that role and what to take and kind of just make sure you're delivering what's the most important for your viewers. But then also I like to touch base on the national things. All of those news stories also tie in with weather stories because they do go kind of hand in hand.
Watch Jenna and Caitlin in the morning at 5 and 6 a.m.
Heart attacks and strokes happen, even in the midst of COVID-19, and at least one will occur while you're watching this. Heart attacks and strokes are medical emergencies. If you experience symptoms of a heart attack or stroke, do not delay seeking care. Call 911 immediately. Hospitals are prepared and can safely treat you. Visit cdc.gov/coronavirus to learn more.
Always ready, always there. Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
This year's been just a huge year. We've had everything going on with the pandemic. It's hard to not have your heart go out to those people, the millions that have been impacted by that. That's why we do what we do, to try and keep people in the know. What's going on with this? When is it going to end? When's the vaccine going to be here? How is this impacting you? Where are resources to help you get through the pandemic and keep you and your family safe through all of this?
For coverage that matters most to you, tune to Live Local CBS3.
During Home's President's Day sale at Sleep Express, get 0% financing for 6 years on any Tempur-Pedic mattress. Plus, save up to $500 on adjustable mattress sets with free delivery, setup, and get a free $300 shopping card. Home's President's Day sale at Sleep Express.
Join us weeknights for Live at 5 as we go around the Northland city by city. We all have our own sports superstitions, so hopefully this story doesn't interfere with yours. But today, Nicholas the Rescue Dolphin made his annual live prediction for Super Bowl 55, and the underwater mammal has a knack for it. And let's just say there was no love for the home team as he selected the Kansas City Chiefs to win the big game. And if you believe in superstitions, he's correctly predicted the last 6 major sporting events. The 18-year-old Dolphin correctly predicted the winner of this year's College Football National Championship, the Outback Bowl, Sugar Bowl, Rose Bowl, and last year's NBA Finals. He even correctly predicted the winner of last year's Super Bowl. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. We'll be right back after the break.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health St. Mary's Heart and Vascular Center. Don't avoid care during COVID-19. Ask your doctor how to stay heart healthy.
Whatever your water worry, Culligan Water can help. With over 40 filtration systems, including the world's best softener, no one filters more than Culligan Water. The only water that comes with a van. Contact Culligan, the local water experts.
Did you know that over 90% of today's top-rated television shows can be watched for free, including live sports, news, and the hottest sitcoms, all for free? With TV Freeway Gold. Simply plug it into the back of your TV and start watching all of your favorite HD broadcast television shows free. TV Freeway Gold uses premium gold-plated connectors, giving you high-quality signal transfer so you can watch all your major channels all in high definition, absolutely free, anywhere you want, even on your boat. So you can cut the cord and get TV the freeway with TV Freeway Gold for only $19.99 for free TV forever. But when you order now, you can get a second TV Freeway Gold for a second TV. Just pay a separate fee and we'll ship them both to you free. But you have to order now.
Call 1-800-408-5417. That's 1-800-408-5417. Or visit tvfreewaygold.com. Order now.
Local news and local weather here on CBS3. Our schools provide so much more than just learning support.
The school year didn't start out the way that we wanted it to, but who's to say it won't be better at the end?
We need to slow the spread so our economy has a chance to recover.
So our kids can be in school and be on the ice.
And we can keep our friends and families safe. For our students and teachers.
For our essential workers.
For the people you love.
Thank you for doing your part. Go Hunters!
Men's wardrobe provided by Mainstream Fashions for Men, celebrating 30 years in business in 2021 with 30% off store-wide, downtown Duluth.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this Tuesday evening. Let's take a look back at today's top story, and we'll see what's coming up tonight at 6. A pipeline protest last night drew a large law enforcement presence to Enbridge's Line 3 pipeline. This is the second time a protester has disrupted the Line 3 construction zone in the last week and a half. Carleton County Sheriff Kelly Lake says they are discussing a plan to stop this from happening again. And tonight at 6, theaters and entertainment centers across Minnesota are able to open with a 25% capacity limit under COVID restrictions. But one Twin Ports venue is foregoing that. Tonight we'll tell you why they chose to use their space to help frontline workers. That's your news at 5. The CBS Evening News is next. We'll see you at 6.